Yo, what's good guys, Peter here. We're back with another video, and today this is going to be the archetypes or dual archetypes that you should upgrade to 99 overall. You guys all know that essentially you have to hit your rep with one player. When you make a new player, his rep is going to reset, or his overall, so you're not going to get a bike, you got a blah blah blah. To get all that stuff, you have to have one player, so you cannot mess up your player. And you already know, man, I'm gotta hook up all my subs with the best player builds, best signature style, all that stuff, man. I don't want you guys messing up your players. We're about to get lit. 2K18's coming out, so make sure you guys drop a like down below. Like I said, we're back with the daily uploads, and if this is 500 likes, now I don't know how late I'm gonna upload this, so that's why it's only 500. If this is 500 likes, I will release my player build. I will tell you guys what the best player build and what I'm going to be making next year is in tomorrow's video, so make sure you guys drop a like. Also, we're back with the daily upload, so make sure you guys are in notification squad if you're not already in it, and let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to show you guys, basically I made a video yesterday. Make sure you guys check that out after this. I was talking a lot about speed boosting because you guys know speed boosting is like the most important thing for a guard. If you're a guard and you can't speed boost, then you're pretty much useless. So I was talking about this. Oh, also this is from Mike Wang. Basically this is about hot zones. Hot zones are in the game. He's describing it here. It's not as powerful as last year. I'm going to find the tweet for you guys right now because this is a very important tweet. Like I said, there are different levels to dribbling and different levels to speed boosting. And a lot of people, a lot of these YouTubers were just trying to say, only this player build can speed boost. Only this player build can speed boost, blah, blah, blah. He's actually really active on Twitter today, so here's a lot of the tweets. You can pause and read these if you want, but this is the tweet right here when he talks about speed boosting. So, you know, they had this whole conversation, blah, 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 but he finally goes to say 86 ball controls where you hit the level 3 dribble tier. If that's what you consider speed boosting, then there's your answer. So it looks like there are 3 levels to dribbling. One, I assume, is just like what most centers have, or like maybe really tall guards. Then you have 2, which is going to be speed boosting, or that's what people are saying, but not super fast speed boosting. The speed boosting that people were like playing with their like sharpshooters and all that stuff in the event, like when they were playing like the neighborhood stuff, when they're playing that early. And then right here you said it's actually at 70 where you get level 2, so we don't know exactly what level 2 is, but instead of just you can speed boost and you can't, there's 3 different levels this year. And then 86 is going to be the highest dribble tier, but also we got news that speed affects your dribbling even more this year, not just ball control. So I'll talk more about that later. I'll especially talk about that when I tell you guys what build I'm making. But anyway, we're back on the sheet, man. This shows every single badge for every single combination, or pretty much every single combination for dual archetypes. So like I said, pure archetypes, some of them are good, some of them are bad. And dual archetypes, you want to find a dual archetype that has very similar stats or skill sets, so you do get at least some Hall of Fame badges and you end up getting more gold badges. So starting off, one of the best guard builds is actually shot creating primary and passing and ball handling secondary. So you get 3 Hall of Fame badges with having 2 different combinations, and that's really good. But we did get more news about shot creators. I'll talk more about that. But you get ankle breaker Hall of Fame, even though they turn down ankle breakers a lot. Tireless scorer Hall of Fame, difficult shots on Hall of Fame, mid-range Deadeye and gold, teardropper on gold, and then you get 3 more gold badges. I assume that's like Dimer and like maybe pick and roll maestro, stuff like that. That is probably going to be the most overpowered guard build for the 2. So if you're making a dual archetype, especially if you're a guard, you definitely want to consider that. Also, with these new dribbling levels, having that playmaking and ball handling will probably get you, depending on what height you make, depending if you boost, it'll get you to that level 3 tier, and you'll be able to speed boost faster than everybody else. You guys know how overpowered speed boosting shot creators were this year. That's essentially the closest thing you can get to that. If you put passing and ball handling primary, shot creating secondary, the only thing you get on Hall of Fame is ankle breaker. Everything else is on gold, but you do get 10 gold badges. So basically all the Hall of Fame badges here would be gold. So I am definitely suggesting that shot creators are overpowered this year. That looks like one of the best guard builds for next year. Also, and I'm going to talk more about this in a future video, if you make a pure playmaker, it's been said that your 3 in your mid-range is going to be about like a 67, and that is actually terrible. Like, that's not good at all. Like I said in yesterday's video, a 63 pointer is 25% wide open this year. So a 67, is that really going to be good? A lot of people were making playmakers and they were really good shooters. They were getting away with that instead of making a speed boosting sharpshooter. It does not look like that's what's going to be the best here. You might as well just make whatever these are, put like dribbling and passing or whatever as one of your skills, and that will give you a better result. Now, if you're considering making anything with shot creating, you have to take this into consideration. They did nerf the fadeaways, especially for the 3s. And it's saying that shot creators don't get penalized for shooting off the dribble like other builds, obviously, because you're a shot creator. But especially from 3, it's always best to set your feet, which is totally different from this year. This year, if you're going to the corner, if you're running to the corner, just fade away and you'll get a green. But if you just wait, your defender will come up to you faster and you shoot it, it's not as likely to go in. So that's something you got to consider when you're playing with a shot creator. You have to be more selective if you're taking an off dribble shot or a regular shot. Here's another tweet basically saying the same thing. It's best for shot creators to set their feet if they can. It's just that they still are better at shooting off dribble than other builds. So that's like, shot creators are going to be a lot different this year, but it's still looking like if you're just going to play 2s and you're going to take 2s, then like taking off dribbles from the mid-range area off screens, that's still going to be very effective. So you definitely want to consider that build. So that's probably the best guard build for the 2s, but if you're playing 3s, what's the best guard build for the 3s? You're definitely going to want to take 3s. That's how 3s is. So you, like, if you look right here, if you make a pure sharpshooter, he's the only build that's going to have 4 Hall of Fame shooting badges. So you definitely want to consider him. Defending, driving, and finishing, I wouldn't honestly not touch that. And you guys know how I said a 63-pointer is 25%. A 73-pointer is 30%. So with a playmaker, you are not going to want to shoot at all. That just makes sharpshooters, just like I was saying, a lot better. They have that advantage. Now, if you don't like any of those 2 guard builds, Mike Wang himself, he said he likes the playmaking and sharp combination, and like I said, the playmaking and shot creator combination. I don't know if that's reversed, but he likes those 2. So I mean, that's like 4 to 5 good guard builds right there that will be worth grinding, that will be worth upgrading all the way to 99 overall. I know most of my subs are park players, so I'm not gonna even touch what you should make for Pro-Am because it's completely different than park. Like, there's double archetypes that are good in Pro-Am that aren't good in park at all. So these are just going to be the best for playing park. Now we get into the centers. You really have like 2 different, you have guards and centers, right? That's how it's always kind of been. Now, a very popular build for centers last year was a stretch big, or on this would be 3-point shooting, 3-point shooting. I think it will be called a pure stretch big or pure stretch 5 or pure stretch 4, something like that. I would personally not make a stretch big right off the bat for 2 reasons. One, a lot of people are saying that they only get like a 75 3-pointer, or the 3-pointer is not like a 94 like it's been everywhere, where you have 7-3 players shooting from half court. So I would not make him off the bat until there's confirmation that they're really that good. If they're that good, go ahead and make one. But also the BB glitch, or whatever you want to call it, circle, that sounds really bad if you're on PS4, but the inbound glitch basically from last year, that's what made stretch big so good, and that's pretty much taken out of the game this year. So I would not touch a stretch big just to start. I mean, if they end up being good, go ahead and make one. Your best bets for pure archetypes when it comes to centers, it's a lot better. You don't have to worry about speed boosting. Post scoring, a post score, pure post score, that is very, very good. They've advanced the post game a lot this year. If you learn to get good at it, you will be very good. Also, a pure glass cleaner, that's a little bit more risky, but it could end up being even better. They have Hall of Fame Hustle Rebounder. I don't know how much that is, like how much of an advantage that is compared to like bronze or whatever other people are going to have. They have Hall of Fame Brick Wall, which a post scorer only has on gold, but they've definitely tuned down Hall of Fame Brick Wall a lot. But screens are still very effective. Screens have always been effective. And then you have Bruiser and Putback King Hall of Fame. Putback King has been buffed this year. Bruiser's always good, and Break Starter, I assume they still didn't fix Break Starter, so that's probably also going to be useless this year. Now, I might have to bring back my Athletic. You have 3 really good options for pure archetypes for centers this year. Driving and finishing, Posterizer Hall of Fame, done. Relentless Finisher Hall of Fame, Athletic Finishers did not have that this year, and they also buffed Relentless Finishers. So, you know, I might have to bring back my Athletic from last year. You guys know how much of a beast he was. Pick and Roller Hall of Fame, Lob City Finisher Hall of Fame, and Putback King on gold, which is also different from last year. I mean, Teardropper for an Athletic Finisher, or for somebody that's mainly driving and finishing, like, I don't know. I never used that badge. It was Hall of Fame. Okay, one thing, if you make this, just delete 2K, delete 2K18. Do not put passing and ball handling on a center. Just do not do that. They will not be able to speed boost. Please do not try that. Now, if you're really good with the post game next year and you don't need all of those Hall of Fame badges, then you can actually mix like a glass cleaner and a post score. Either way, they have 2 different combinations here. You're gonna get like Brick Wall, Bruiser Hall of Fame. You get Putback King Hall of Fame if you put the rebounding as the primary one. Another really big thing, if you put rebounding primary and driving and finishing secondary, you do get Hall of Fame House Rebounders. So depending on how overpowered that is, that will be very good. You also get Putback King Hall of Fame. Also, another thing you don't want to do, you do not want to put 3-point shooting as a secondary skill for your center. He's still going to have a pretty low 3-pointer. You guys know how important it is to have a high rating when you want to shoot 3s this year. So that's like 5 great options for centers. Also, don't put shot creating on a center. I would not mess with defending either. Those are some really good options for centers. So you have a lot of good options for guards, a lot of good options for centers. Those are going to be the best builds to upgrade all the way up to 99 overall this year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, stay tuned for another video tomorrow. Make sure you guys drop a like, man. 500 likes, I will reveal the best player build in NBA 2K18, which obviously I'm making. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe, man. Join the family. It looks like we might even hit 60K tomorrow, so make sure you guys subscribe for new, man. 2K18 content is gonna be lit, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.